So, Mitch, overall, just assess your performance and the offense in week one.
Yeah, we're looking to get better. We won the game, but there's a lot we can improve on, specifically third down, just overall execution. So I like the calls that we're in. We just got to go out and execute them more to stay on the field and keep our defense off the field. So we're looking to be better on third down this week.
When you got a chance to go back and look at the film, was there a common thread on third down, things that just prevented you guys from converting those?
Yeah, I think just execution. I think timing from my perspective can be better, either getting it a little sooner or waiting for the plays to develop a little more, just a lot of guys to be in the right spot at the right time. But overall, we just need to execute and make the plays.
Is timing a thing that like you just have to get in the game more, get in the flow more, or what can you do to improve on that?
I think it might be just that first game stuff, continue and build chemistry with the wideouts and receivers, just get on the same page. And it's different when you're practicing it in practice and then you go to the game and everything's a little bit faster and you're going against a defense either playing you a little differently or pressing a receiver differently. So you just get those different looks and we'll continue to get that timing down and work the timing in practice.
How much did experience help you in the overtime? You seem to be at your best in the overtime.
Yeah, I've been in overtime situations before. We were just lucky to get the ball back from our defense, get a bunch of great stops, and have the opportunity to go down and put Boz in another situation, give him the game-winning field goal. So it was exciting and it was a lot of fun. So I think the experience definitely paid off.
Mitch, the deep ball to Pickens going toward the river end, missed pretty badly. Do you recall that play, and do you know what went wrong there?
Yeah, cover zero. I saw the corner jumping the out route we had, so I just told George to take off a little more so the corner can't play his go ball and squat on the out route as well. So that's something we could just get on the same page with, and it was more a throwaway than missing it. I didn't want to take a sack versus cover zero. I definitely could have left it in bounds to give him more of a chance, but it was more nobody was going to catch the ball than throwing it to George. But I'm definitely looking to get him more opportunities this week.
It looked like there was 2 or 3 others that were inches away. The deep ball to Boykin early,
yeah.
The one to Chase in overtime. Is that just attributable to the timing and the things you were talking about?
We just got to hit those. We hit those in practice. We hit a couple in the preseason. The one early to Boykin, if we hit that one, I think it opens up a lot of different stuff for us, and maybe it's a different story on third down or a different feel of how we feel about offense. So we're just going to continue to take those shots, continue to work the timing in practice, and we would like to come up with those big plays.
Mitch, was there a mindset where you guys had to lead the whole game essentially early on to be more conservative? Was that in your head, or is that not?
I don't think it was a mindset. I think that's something that just progressed throughout the game. I know when your defense playing that well and they're getting turnovers, you just want to take care of the football. But we got to have that killer mindset, aggressive mentality to really take teams out of the game and just not allow them to keep it close. So I was proud of the way we took care of the football, but you got to have that aggressive mentality to score points. And it's not just the calls. It's got to be everybody on the field. It's got to be a player's mindset.
That being said, do you want to mix in more deep balls in this upcoming week and in the rest of the season?
I think we took a good amount of deep balls in the last game. We just got to hit them, and I think if you hit them earlier, then that opens up the intermediate and short stuff as well. But yeah, you want to connect on those, and then either they open up more of those, or it opens up other routes, and it opens up the run game as well. So we just got to, once you hit those, I think you really see where you're at and what else opens up within your offense.
A lot of players were talking about how composed you were in the huddle, especially late. James Daniels said you actually seemed more calm than when he played with you in Chicago. Is that something that you feel more poised at this point in your career?
Yeah, I felt relaxed. I mean, the way the game was going, you're just like, wow, we get another crack at it at this point. Another, you don't expect to touch the ball that many times in overtime. So just grateful for the opportunity, and everybody was locked in for the moment. We went down, we made the plays we needed to allow Boz to kick the game-winning field goal. So that's behind us now. We're ready for a great work week this week, and we got a great opponent in the Patriots coming in. So we got to have a great work week. We got to prepare well and come ready to play.
For a long time, this series was dominated by Button and Tom Brady. I mean, you remember watching some of those games, and does it feel sort of odd to be part of this next wave of guys?
Yeah, definitely. It's really cool. I mean, always growing up, you watch the legends of the game play this game. Great quarterback play. It's been a big part of this game, so I'm just grateful to be here in Pittsburgh, and I'm looking forward to playing again this weekend.
What makes he's gone, but the Patriots defense is still sort of. What do you see for them? It looks like, they didn't lost last week, but they were relatively effective.
Yeah, definitely. I think you always expect that. Great Patriots defense. I mean, fundamentally sound. They get after the football and they make it hard on the quarterback. So we just got to have a great week of preparation. You always expect that to be well coached and have great players on that side. So it's going to be a good challenge for us.
Does having someone like Brian Flores help in that situation? Obviously, it's been a little bit since he's been there, but he understands the system, things like that. Is he someone that you can go to this week?
Yeah, definitely. And not just this week, all the time. I mean, having Coach Flo in our meetings and just having him to ask about defenses and what he sees from his perspectives has been huge. I've been talking to him throughout OTAs and training camp, just get his perspective on defense to like what's hard to cover, what I see from a quarterback perspective, and I think him being there gives us a good insight, kind of like what they may be talking about and how they may be game planning for us. So if we just keep those things in mind and have a good work week, I think it could be a good advantage for us.
How big a difference is it for you to avoid sacks, extend plays with your feet in such a close game this past week where there's such little margin for error? How big is that for you to extend the play and avoid those sacks?
Yeah, it's always huge. You want to avoid negative plays, and anytime you can avoid a sack, which would be a negative play, and then turn it into a positive, I think it's a backbreaker for the defense. And those are tough to cover. They're non-scheduled plays, so they're not something they're expecting. So anytime you break out of that, we want to protect the football and not give up sacks and stay ahead of the chains. And if we can get a big play out of a scramble or something like that, that'd be huge for sure.
Spending time in Buffalo last year, does that help you at all? I mean, you were there dealing with New England twice.
Yeah, we played them 3 times actually. So I saw them a lot last year, and we broke down every single game and we studied them a lot. So I think that definitely helps going into this week, and I'm just seeing what type of things that I saw last year that could help carry into this year.
Guys, 2 more. It had been a couple years since you started. How good is it to have that one behind you, and what kind of improvements can you see from week 1?
Feels good. I'm just happy to be back out there. I feel settled and eager to go for this week again. So we just got to have a great work week of preparation, and I'm excited for Sunday again.
Mitch, how ingrained is it them telling you not to turn the ball over, and how does that affect you and maybe the decisions you throw? If you want to go deep, if you want to take the safer one?
For sure. I want to score points. I want this offense to score points and be aggressive. When you see our defense getting that many turnovers, I know if we take care of the football, we're going to be in it to the end, and we played a great team last week, and we're going to have great opponents coming up too. So when our defense gets turnovers, we need to turn those into points, and that's my mindset, and that's what we're thinking about. When we get the ball taken away, we got to turn it into touchdowns and not just field goals.
All right, thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, guys.